Martin Lindstrom, in your book Buyology, you figure out how people make their brand selections. How is social media affecting the way people make their brand choices?
They affect you in many different ways, but peer pressure is number one. We all try to follow each other. And the next trend now is that we make individual people become brand ambassadors. So whenever you press like on a shampoo or on a restaurant, that suddenly becomes an advertising for that brand to promote it to other people so they feel the pressure.
So Facebook and Twitter are better at swaying people than TV? Because a lot of those TV ad dollars are now going online to places like Twitter and Facebook.
Well, there's two different dimensions to this. TV is good at creating the brand awareness. Online is very good at creating a sense of urgency. And that means that in the future, if you can create contextual branding, that means send the right message to the right audience at the right time, which is exactly what social media is all about, that's where you get your value for money.
Are kids today who are looking at their phones instead of the TVs, are they brand conscious?
Yes, they are, more than you and I are. They, in fact, want to brand everything, including themselves. And that's what's so different now. Now the individual are looking at themselves as were they a brand. They promote themselves, they talk as their brand. They are basically a mini brand walking around.
Are they easily swayed? I mean, can they be switched from Coke to Pepsi drinkers easier than in generations past?
Well, first of all, they don't drink Coke and don't drink Pepsi anymore because that's a 56-year-old person doing that, like you and I. But they are easy to affect for 2 seconds. The problem is they don't stay loyal anymore.
And what about P&G and Unilever and Colgate, the brand dinosaurs, Goliaths, behemoths, whatever you want to call them? Do they get it? Can they tap into the new generation, not the Coke drinkers and McDonald's eaters like myself?
They don't get it. They don't get it because the people sitting behind the scene are too old, like me. The problem is that if you wanted to get it, you have to have 18-year-old people sitting there doing the entire brand strategy, yet they're 40, 50, 60 years of age. And that's the issue. We have a disconnect between the young generation and the old generation, in particular behind the scene of those big companies.
Is anybody getting it square on? Is anyone a brand company you think just knocking it out of the park?
Absolutely. One of my brands, Lego, is absolutely doing it. Lego Movie was out recently. It's the biggest grossing selling movie right now. And they are doing enormously well. Remember, only 8 years ago, the company was about to go bankrupt. They changed the strategy internally, and now look at what's happening.
All right. Thanks a lot, Martin.
You're welcome.
Thank you for watching The Street.